Get ready for the Port of Hood River Foundation License Plate Art Competition. The foundation voted to try producing a specialty license plate to raise money, and they're looking for a design the drivers will pay for to support important Hood River Port projects. The first project mentioned? It's not puffins or pollinators, it's potties.
So we came up with two in the stakeholder group, kind of the two main things that kept coming up. The common themes were the waterfront public facilities, restrooms, and the need for restrooms that are open longer, that are clean, and we need, they're just not, they can't keep up with the amount of people that are visiting.
Who can argue against clean bathrooms? Not me. Apparently the money isn't in the port's budget for this, so the foundation hopes to tug at driver heartstrings through the mission and the art. And before production can start, the port will have to sell at least 3,000 vouchers to drivers for an additional $40 throughout the state.
One of the director of Parks and Rec, I think, said it best when he said you should never have an outhouse or porta potty in front of an actual bathroom. And everybody unanimously agreed to that.
Other bathroom goals include
like keeping the bathrooms open as long as we can, winterizing when we need to. If we have to have porta potties because of the amount of people that are coming, that they are emptied on a more regular basis, baby changing stations available, finding safe spaces for kids to change. One of the stakeholders just said, the waterfront area is the crown jewel of the river, and it should look and feel like that. So I think having restroom facilities that meet just those bare minimums is a great starting project that the community could get behind.
When might those dollars come in for the potty project? Optimistically, late fall 2026, unless the sales are as hot for potties as for pollinators. Meanwhile, keep those wipes handy. The bathroom project is the first one proposed to meet the Port Foundation's newly framed mission statement.
What we came up with was the Port of Hood River Foundation is dedicated to safeguarding the Port of Hood River's waterfront properties. Through funding community-initiated projects, we strive to improve public spaces by adding beauty, increasing safety measures, improving accessibility, and continuing to develop recreational opportunities. More statewide level, I think waterfront safety and education were also a common theme. There are already life jacket stations, but we would love to see them very utilized. We'd like to make sure that there are a lot of life jackets available. There's more signage. I know at Frog Beach, there's some good drop-offs right there. There's a lot of moving people and watercraft in Nickel Basin.
Timeline and costs? One final word on that.
I have to remember that when we pay that $71,000 startup production cost to the DMV, once you have paid that, you then turn in your 3,000 vouchers and the money that you've collected from those vouchers. And then once things have been, production's going, they give you some of that back. I don't know exact production costs right now because, as we've all discussed, numbers are very fluctuating greatly right now. So it depends on at that time what production costs are for the DMV. But then we do get $35 from those plates that we've submitted to the DMV. They give it back to us.
So there you have it, the first mission project for the Port of Hood River Foundation to increase beauty and do all those other things is to move us toward having some clean bathrooms, maybe by 2027. Meanwhile, I'll keep working on my design and pin my hopes on having Tamira create an alternative design competition for the plates. That's always fun and inspiring. Stay tuned.